So you're going to tie us a white fly?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're very, it's Comparadun, it's a pattern of choice. This is on a size 10 dry fly hook, fine wire but very strong hook. Right now what I'm doing is covering half the shank of the hook with thread and coming back halfway up of what I wrapped, and that's where the position of the wing is going to go. The hook dictates to us as fly tiers where materials go and how do we proportion everything to the hook is what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
We take some of this coastal deer hair, we even out the ends, and we make the length of the wing equal to the shank of the hook. And we already found our position where the wing's going to go, and we flare out the wing, we spin it all the way around the hook. That's a technique that I've developed. The traditional Comparadun is not tied that way. It's tied all on top.
Okay.
And the reason why I like to tie it that way is because you'll see in a second or two here. Let me fasten that down pretty good. You can see how the wing is surrounding the shank of the hook.
Okay. Yeah.
So now what I'm going to do is gather it all the wing, pull it up on top, secure that, and then flare it out 180 degrees.
Wow, looks like a fly already.
Well, that's the wing, and it'll give it stability as it's floating down the stream.
Okay.
So now we're going to prepare for the tail. The tail is nothing more than white fibers from a hen or from a rooster hackle. And we pull the fibers down from this single feather here so that they're perpendicular to the stem. And by doing so, it lines them up.
Okay.
Makes our job easier when we put them on the hook. Gather them using the tips of our fingers.
And you just pull them off the stem of the foot.
Yep.
The feather there.
And again, we're going to make the length of the tail equal to the shank of the hook.
Okay.
Put that in position. There you go. Bring that material right up against the wing, the end of the wing, so we have a sort of a tapered body, so to speak.
And it looks like you're starting to form the body already there.
Exactly. I'm going to kick the wing up a little bit, so I'm going to throw a little bit of thread underneath that. And this is a big fly, so we need a lot of fibers to support this on top of the water. Also, I'm going to take a little strand of this woven nylon. After 2 or 3 fish, bass, you know, they're pretty strong fighting fish. So I find that just ribbing it with this piece of white cord here, you know, extends the life of it 6 or 7 bass.
Okay.
They really dance on the surface when you catch them.
And especially if you're buying flies, that can get expensive.
Yeah, $2 a pop. This material is going to be used for the body, and all it is rabbit fur blended. And we draw out the rabbit fur in real small amounts, so you can almost see through it. And you attach that to the hook, I'm sorry, to the thread. And then you begin to roll your fingers back and forth, kind of crushing it around the thread, and it's called dubbing. And you roll it until you get a nice uniform look throughout the whole length of the fur. This slides so you can position that right up against the body. Again, I'm going to pick up the winding and the tail and throw a wrap underneath that just to kind of hold the tail up a little bit higher. That'll help it float better. Then we're going to build the body. Wrap that right up against the wing. Get a little bit more for in front of the wing. And that'll position the wing straight up.
So if you do this as often as you do, each fly comes out looking about the same is the idea, right?
Like they're coming out of a mold.
Right.
36 years of time does that.
I was just going to say, that's experience and a lot of time at a vice, right?
It really is. Okay. Now we're going to take the rib and rib up the body. And again, this will hold the fly together a lot better than if we didn't use it. And we're going to clean the fly up a lot. It's a little messy right now. Okay. Finishing that. It's a whip finish by hand. Fan out the wing and the tail a little bit. Get your little bit of glue.
You do put some glue on the head?
Just a little bit, yeah. Just to waterproof it. This vise rotates so I can clean it up on the bottom here.
Okay.
There you go, buddy.
And there you go.
There it is.